Sure.
He is one of the stars of the hit NBC show Chicago PD, which is on Wednesdays at 10 p.m. And also, we're going to talk all about what a vagabond you are, your hobo lifestyle. I'm really excited about all of that. You can follow him on Twitter and on Instagram at Jesse Lee Soffer. It's the one, the only Jesse Lee Soffer. Hi.
Hi, how's it going?
You say Soffer or Soffer?
Soffer, but I answer to both because it's been Soffer also for my entire life, so who cares?
Because are you a Jewish person? No.
Half.
Half, because
Yeah,
Soffer, like, normally is a Jewish last name.
That's right, yeah. Mom, Christian, father was Jewish, so.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Now I understand. Do you
all
ever,
the presents at the holidays.
You're so, you know, I got no presents. Those are the kind, I'd be like, Mom, on Hanukkah, everyone gets 8 presents. She's like, here's $10. They weren't cheap. They were just like not into gifts. Wait, do you have family in Miami?
No. I
Oh,
don't, but
interesting.
I've heard that there's a huge Soffer component of Miami, and they're all real estate people.
They're real estate Soffers, and
That's
that's
right.
why I asked but I think they have only one F, which is why they're
That's correct.
active Soffers.
That's correct. Yes.
Well, this has been a great time. Thank you for being on the
so
show.
educational. Thanks
Just wanted to clear that up.
Have a nice day, guys.
What a great start to this interview, talking about another family. Oh, I'm so good at my job. So wait, Jesse, we were saying in the break, you're based in Chicago,
That's correct. Yeah.
but you're from
New York.
the city.
Born in Ossining.
Oh yeah.
Grew up here. Lived in Manhattan for a while. Mom lives in Long Island now.
We're in Long Island.
Stony Brook.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Where in New York? Now, let me ask you this. Were you like a high school kid living in New York? When
No.
did you move here?
So, vagabond life. We talked about this in the beginning.
Yeah.
No, I actually went to high school in Connecticut. Moved all over.
You were in a very fancy high school, by the way.
I did. I went to the Gunnery. It wasn't that fancy.
Really?
Yeah, some people called it the Goonery.
The Goonery is kind of funny, actually. Because I just saw the word the Gunnery, and I was just like, oh,
Yeah.
like, okay, I guess
And then
he's
people
fancy.
were like, was it a military school? No, it
Yeah.
was founded by Mr. Gunn, but it was a little liberal arts high school.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
It's Tim Gunn. He's like, I want to call it the Gunnery. It's like, Tim, it really sounds gunny.
That's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
but no gun association. But yeah, so Connecticut for high school, moved all over, moved like once a year until I was like 14.
And then
So-
you came to the city.
And then into Manhattan for a while, lived in Hell's Kitchen, lived in the West Village.
And you went to NYU.
I did not.
Did you
really,
not?
I
It
was
says that
taking,
on Wikipedia.
Yeah, well, Wikipedia, what do we know about Wikipedia? It's not always.
I'm calling
Come on.
Julian the second this interview is over to say, how could you? Wait, where'd you go to college?
I didn't. So I started,
Oh,
I
geez.
took some classes at NYU. I took classes.
Got it.
And
Audited.
Then I was doing a soap at the same time, and I couldn't do both. So I was
Because you're
doing.
such a young guy, and yet you have such an
I'm
illustrious.
not that young.
You're really not.
I'm really not.
I'm here to
I
build
look
your
okay.
ego,
Thank you.
but you've not had any work done.
No.
Can you imagine?
Dear Lord. Goodness.
When men, because you live in LA, so you know.
But yeah, I mean, I do know. You see it every day.
Let me ask you this, Jesse.
Yeah.
Actors that you work with,
Sure.
are they getting work done?
Oh man.
Not,
Do you-
not specific.
How could I go back to set if someone heard this interview and I answered that truthfully?
Mm-hmm.
How could I show my face at work?
I'm not asking you to point out the most cat-faced person on the set of Chicago
Actors
PD.
I have worked with.
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
And you, but they don't. Men especially are very sensitive about talking about it. Correct.
Yeah, I think you'd be hard up to find a guy really admit it, even though you can tell, you know? But yeah.
Always.
It definitely happens. Yeah,
Let me tell you, men can't win. See, at least women, if they have bad work, it's like, well, bad work. You can always like kind of comment on someone's work. If a man has bad work, he looks, I think, feminine. I think that they end up getting into this like feline litter box territory.
I'd like to remind you that about
Please.
30 seconds ago, you asked me if I had work done. So what does that tell you about how you perceive my face right now?
The reason the reason for that is because you do look very handsome and you're very not wrinkled.
Oh.
And you do look younger than you are.
But not feminine.
I would not call you cat-like. I wouldn't call you cat-like. Well, I really dug a hole for myself on that one, didn't I? I'm like, because I think men with it look awful. Now, what have you had done? No, you do have, like, I'm looking at your forehead. You have nothing, but you're moving your eyebrows. You look great.
Oh, good.
You're very blessed.
That tells you I haven't had Botox. I'm moving my eyebrows. You know that I haven't
Really,
had
and we've
Botox.
active eyebrows. But you're only 35 years old. You know,
That's right, yes.
This is the problem with today's day and age is that we think now 35 is like, look, women especially are like, oh, we need to get work done at 35. 35 is young.
I know women that are getting work done in their mid-20s.
Now, what's your take as a man on that? Yay or nay?
No, nay. Yeah. Especially in the industry, like you can, if you have work done and it looks like you've had work done, you
Yeah.
pigeonhole yourself as a character that has had work done.
Frozen 2.
It's like hard.
That's
it's like
it.
it's hard to play like a small town girl if it looks like you've had your lips injected and all sorts of other stuff. It's like,
You're funny.
where did you have the money for that? If
Yeah. I never even thought about that, actually. You'd be a great casting agent. Yeah, that when these girls come in with their like Instagram lips.
Yeah.
And their Hustlers 2 energy, they're not going to be. And I know, like, there's, a lot of sequels being spoken about. I feel like I never even thought about that. You're right. They're not putting Kylie Jenner in a Hallmark film.
No. I mean, well, they probably would just because
honestly,
Instagram followers.
It would be so fabulous. She's like, Christmas for Kylie with like a K. I'm just like, wait, I love this for her. That's exciting. What is it like? Just young, hot actor, and you must absolutely kill it in Chicago because Chicago. Can I say something? I'm going to flatter you. I'm going to flatter you.
Sure.
My take on Chicago is when I go.
Yeah.
Like in New York, I do okay, right? I go to Chicago and I'm like, I have Victoria's Secret energy, and I'm like a hunchback Gollum in New York, and then I go to Chicago and I feel like I get so much attention. I'm like, this is like I don't wear LL Bean, so automatically I'm like hot as shit. You're a very handsome guy. You're handsome in any city, but in Chicago you must fucking kill it. Take me through your weekend.
Oh my God, you must meet... weekend. I'm so going to disappoint you.
No, what'd you do? Angie's Roadshow? What'd you do?
No, my weekend is like get home late Friday night from filming. Don't go out. Maybe hop online and play video games with some buddies for like an hour. Pass out on the couch. Wake up. Go play golf at a simulator because it's freezing cold and you can't go outside. Order takeout. Watch golf on TV. And then like maybe
this is like Jesse on Breaking Bad.
This is like
you have like a meth problem.
Yeah, 100%. Like totally addicted and miss the sunny weather in LA, so I have to like get my fix. And then look at my script for Monday, and that's it. Like it's like
that sucks.
Yeah,
you said golf simulator, and I was like really turned off. I was like, ugh.
You got to practice. You got to get your hours in.
I'm so bad at golf. Do me a favor. Is it better to be tall at golf or not tall? What's like the height thing?
It doesn't matter. It's all you got to make it work. You got to figure it out.
Oh, I won't. I won't.
Yeah.
I went one time and I like my back nearly broke.
Oh, you're swinging too hard. You're swinging way too
Always,
hard.
baby. That's me, baby. Aim for the stars. That's what Daddy used to say. I'm out of my mind today, by the way. I'm like, this poor guy is
What's
like,
in that coffee?
Who are
what
you?
Are you drinking right now?
Do you want a baby sip? It's really tasty. It's methy coffee. Wait, so I'm back to you because I'm obsessed with your life. So now you're in Chicago. Yeah, but you're not. What about like what's like the bar scene like? You're young. Are you single?
It's fun.
Can I ask a question?
Yes,
Are you single?
yes.
So fabulous. All right,
it's
so walk
really
me through
fun. Chicago is a crazy party town where it gets so cold in the winter that I feel like people lose their mind in the summer because they're like, oh my God, it's warm out. Let's like wear nothing and go out and party. And then in the winter, same thing. They're like, it's so cold and I hate life right now. Yeah. So let's go out and party. So it is crazy nonstop out of 10 all the time.
It's just a bunch of alcoholics blaming the weather for their behavior.
For their drinking problems.
I was there when it was warm and it was like nice, but I can't even imagine in the cold because here it gets cold, but not Chicago cold. That's like the new spinoff from Chicago PD, Chicago Cold. And it's just people being like, the fuck? Global warming.
Whoa, we can swear? That's crazy. Oh man, I swear so much. I've been keeping it clean.
JLS, hit me with it. Let's spice this interview up. Show those gunnery boys what you're all about. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm out of my. I wish you would come in at 7 because I was very flat all day today, and now I'm like, I'm back, baby. Like I got it. But when you go partying in Chicago, are you like at sports bars or are they like beautiful? Are you like a fancy boy?
No, there's really not. I'm a little. Oh God,
you're fancy. I can see it.
Yeah, why did you have to use that adjective of
fancy
all
boy?
Words? Yes,
because you're like a sweet little boy
fancy.
and you're fancy.
There's a lot of nice Michelin star restaurants. There's a beautiful Soho house.
There is a nice Soho house there.
Yeah,
we're asshole. By the way, we're the douchiest people in the building.
Oh
currently.
Yeah, right here. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I like good food and nice drinks and
like
cocktails.
Ribbons in your hats. He just likes
his
fancy.
A feather in my hat. Yeah.
Mother, tie it tighter. I want to meet someone tonight. And were you a pop culture guy growing up? Did you always know you wanted to be an actor, or was this like, were you just born handsome and you're like, well, shit, I guess I have to do this now? It's a good question.
I was gonna make a Botox joke again. No, I definitely wanted to be an actor growing up. Yeah. When I was 6, I started. I did a Kick cereal commercial.
Oh yeah. Which one was it? Because I remember those ads. Holding the box and like looking at.
It was like cover. 4 little brothers on the couch, and I was the one that basically said like, "Where's the marshmallows?" You know, like that kind of thing.
Little prick.
Don't-
Little prick.
What a douche.
From there to the Soho House. Look at you. My number one fancy boy. Just really, I like that I'm like reading you to filth. I really, it's because I'm having fun, so know that.
Good.
Okay,
I'm
go
glad
on.
you're having fun.
Yeah.
Keep drinking that tequila.
It's like miserable.
No,
I'm glad you're having fun. No, so go on.
But
So
I
you're a
don't
baby
know if I
actor.
was like a pop culture guy, but I definitely knew that it was something that I wanted to do, and then randomly met a woman at a barbecue, gave me her business card, and said, "Give this to your mom. You could do commercials." And it was
Sounds
something.
creepy.
And
How
I
old
had
were you?
6.
Hold
And,
on, I have to rewind the clock. So you were 6 when you met a woman at a barbecue who gave her your business
So
card.
the full story is, I said I went to my mom and I said, "Mom, I want to be on TV," and my mom looked at me like I was crazy and was like, "I don't know what to do with this information.
Right.
Fuck off."
Sweet.
And then
I love her
she
mom.
never said, "Mom, if you're listening, I know you didn't say that. I'm really sorry." And then like the next weekend, because that's how the universe works sometimes, coincidences and whatnot. A woman gave me her business card, said, "Give this to your mom. You could do commercials."
Wow.
And then
It's very Seinfeld.
yeah, and then I asked.
Remember the hand modeling?
Oh, that's right, the hand model. Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
And then I asked my mom again, and she was like, "All right, I'll call her." And that was it. And like 2 weeks later, I was in a Kick cereal commercial, and then started booking stuff. And
Unbelievable.
did a pilot, and yeah.
I love that someone. Do we have the ad? I'm sure you've seen it 100 times. We have a Kicks ad. Is that you?
Stop it.
Yeah. Are you,
That's not me. That's me.
that's you?
Yep.
You're like a little Wahlberg brother.
Yeah. But which one?
That's it. I feel like you're giving me a little bit of Mark.
That's like a weird bowl cut. You see that? That's
I like it on you.
it's
Can I
early
be
90s
honest?
For sure. Oh, thank you.
You would rock the shit out. If you walked in here with a full bowl cut, I would be like, again, to quote Seinfeld, who does this guy think he is? Like, how dare you? That was me doing the voiceover when I was 7. If you like Kick cereal, marshmallows and all. It's like I did all the 1950s sex ed videos
Oh my God.
too. What? You liked it? Yeah. Jesse, are you having fun?
So much fun.
Wait, I really am too. Okay, good.
Okay.
Phew, I was like, I just hope I'm not like really. He's looking for the publicist who's gonna like take him out of here. Don't panic. So you were a child actor, and then you went to. Now let me ask you this, because I did not get into Tisch. I'm very bitter about it.
I'm sorry.
Thanks. I know why I didn't get in.
Why didn't you get
I
in?
wasn't great. I went in.
Great.
I went in. No, my story about. Did you audition to go to NYU like as your main school?
No,
Oh,
I was
wow.
no when I was yes, I was auditing classes and I was doing stuff that had nothing to do with acting.
Oh, see, that's so funny. No, I went and they said to dress neutral, and then I was like, oh, and I wore a full pantsuit like the ghost of Maria Callas.
Like super neutral.
Yeah, super neutral. I had like a tight bun, and then everyone was in jeans and a t-shirt. I was like, is this the audition? I came in. I didn't get in.
Do you remember what the material was? What were you auditioning?
I do.
What was it?
I can't tell you.
Why
It's
not?
so embarrassing. Don't make me say it. Jesse Lee Soffer. I won't say it. I auditioned with, because I was a speech and debater in high school, so I auditioned with oh God, this thing called God Said Ha, which was from Julia Sweeney.
Okay.
She was on SNL and she had ovarian cancer. She wrote a book about it. So it was that. And I got up, it was in front of one guy, and I was like, back when the doctor couldn't find my egg. I mean, it was literally horrible.
Oh, man.
And then he was like, stop. He goes, sit down and pretend you're telling me this over a cup of coffee.
He was like, too much. Do less. Do less.
Like literally, I was like,
Less is more.
I remember when the car drove me to the ER. It was like Grey Gardens, like crazy. And then I didn't get it anyways. All right. But back to you. So Chicago PD, let's talk about it. It's a hit show. All the Chicago shows.
Yeah.
And they only cast the best looking guys.
We're killing it.
Killing,
Thank
no,
you.
literally. I mean, Taylor.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's a looker.
Ugh. You can just, no offense. You can just, I don't think I could look him in the face. I swear to God, I think I'd be, no offense. I couldn't have him on the show. If they're too handsome, I say no. What a funny way to like neg somebody. If they're too handsome, I won't have them on, Jesse. I'm sorry.
Thanks for letting me be here, I guess. This has been a lot of fun. All right.
I'm only saying it because he's handsome. Otherwise, if you were remotely ugly and I said it, I would actually have to be like, did he think I was serious? I know that your character has there's a lot of drama surrounding your character right now. Will you tell people what the fate, and not to spoil it, but where we've left off now in the season as far as
Sure. So we're
Will
coming
Munson.
Up. We're coming up on our fall finale.
That's
winter
not who you're
finale?
playing.
Winter finale or fall finale? Do we say fall finale?
Sorry, yeah.
So it's our fall finale. I almost said winter again.
You say whatever you want.
And oh, good. and basically, this horrible case happened a few episodes ago, where Jay kind of went outside of his authority a little bit and locked somebody up to press him for information, and he was murdered in jail. And
hashtag Jeffrey Epstein.
There's a lot of
sorry, but
oh God, we can't get into that, can we? Yikes.
I mean,
anyway, moving on. No, moving on. Moving on. Talking about Chicago PD. Okay.
This is the headline. It's just like, I mean, obviously murdered in jail. Anyways, go on. Is there a question on the show about...
There's actually did you see there's holiday sweaters that say I
think it's a little stupid.
Epstein didn't kill himself.
It was funny for 1 second when someone did the stockings at Target. Did you see that?
I didn't see that, no.
Someone spelled out in the lettered stockings, Epstein didn't kill himself. And it was well, that's a little just dark, obviously. And now I'm just it's almost like Harambe. You know when things go a little
God.
too...
Yeah, it's just we're just taking it way too far.
It's too much.
Yeah,
he's getting Harambe'd.
Yeah. Oh.
The guy was a monster. Anyway, so back. So you arrest someone. I'm so sorry.
Yes, so this guy...
Your publicist is on literal suicide.
She's move on.
Yeah.
So he ends up being murdered in jail. And there's obviously a lot of guilt and confliction that comes along with that for Jay. And he can't let it go, and he starts getting involved, not intimately, with someone connected to Marcus West. That's the character that died.
Who died, okay.
And then that kind of falls apart and blows up in Jay's face. And as much as I can tease is that Jay might not make it out of this one. He might die at the end of the episode. And
is this a cliffhanger?
Is a real cliffhanger,
yes. Oh my God.
I could be talking to you right now looking for new employment, or I could be going back to the show. We don't know.
Can I say something to you?
Yeah.
And to the listener, he did just slide his own business card towards me. I'm not giving anything away. I don't know why I would need your SAG-AFTRA card, but I guess I'll use the benefits, and thank you. Oh, you really can't say anything, because I always have a theory. I'm not going to spoil anything. When they start to, no offense, cart these actors around... that it's a final sort of
it could be
something's happening.
It could be.
It
could be a farewell. We don't know.
Tell me, when you were in uniform,
I could go play another character on Chicago Fire or Chicago Med.
That's so great.
It'd be fine.
Just slap a mustache on.
Yeah, just play somebody else.
That'd be so fabulous.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what. I was you can't play a woman. You would be a hideous woman. Ugh.
You said that I was feminine. You said that I was pretty.
I never said you were feminine.
In the beginning of this
read
interview,
into something that I said when I asked, because you have no wrinkles, if you had anything done.
Okay. Different.
Had your own
She
sense.
said feminine. I'm pretty sure I remember.
Not
feminine.
about you, about men who get shit done. No, you'd be a hideous woman. I can tell. Sometimes.
I don't know if I should be offended or not.
No, compliment.
Okay, cool.
Compliment. No, because sometimes, because you have nice features, but I feel like it's the weirdest. I'm literally digging holes here. I'm having fun. I don't care. Okay, so let me ask you this. So when you're in uniform, when you're shooting, always in Law and Order, you'll hear stories of people thinking you're real cops.
Mm-hmm.
Have people ever thought, if you were in a uniform, I'm not going to joke with you, that's a lot of luck you're bringing. That would frighten me.
So usually we're not in uniform on the show.
Okay.
Sometimes,
because you're a detective, right?
Yes, a couple times we have been, but the most fun is when we're in the cars, because the cars all have the real lights and sirens and stuff like that. And there was one day, a couple seasons ago, we're filming on the street downtown, very busy, and we're doing it's not like a driving stunt, but pull up to a screeching halt, hop out of the car kind of thing.
I like that.
And we kept having to go around the block as we reset the shot, and a couple times there's tons of traffic and it's rush hour, and I just flick the lights on, and it's amazing because everybody totally totally impersonating a police officer.
Yeah, okay.
And literally the sea just parts, and everybody's like, oh God, what's going? Is he pulling me over? What's happening? And so yeah, and I'm like, oh, this is dangerous. I can feel
hard.
the power.
Is that okay to say? I'm hard. I don't even know. When I lived in LA, when I first moved there, I rented, I don't like to brag, a Chevy Impala. And I will tell you that because that's the main big cop car, at least of the olden days, at night on the 10, so I always
move over.
I used to call myself Moses because I would part it like the Red Sea. People would just get out. It was true power.
Yeah.
Wow.
It can go to your head.
Has it? Jesse Lee Soffer. I'll say it right. Soffer. Has it gone to your head?
Thank you. No,
it doesn't seem like you have.
I don't think it has. No.
You seem very. You're my favorite male sign, a Taurus.
Oh, thank you.
My number one. I always say it. In that you're masculine, but you're not a bragger. I don't think you brag.
I don't think so either. Maybe sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the number one thing you brag about?
Oh gosh, what do I brag about?
That's a really good question.
That's a great question. Maybe I don't brag.
Like
that
your
much.
workouts. What do you? like?
I'm definitely big into workouts in the gym. I go see a trainer in Chicago.
Okay, there we go.
I talk about that crap
bragging.
a lot. Yep.
Yeah. Instagram, you talk about that a lot?
No, I
Okay,
don't.
good.
No. Screw Instagram. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow. I guess don't follow him. Jesse Lee Soffer. No, I'm kidding.
I brag about food like I'm a big foodie. Like, where have I eaten? Me and one of the producers,
What's
Eric
the
LaSalle.
best?
We always talk
Oh my
about.
God! Me and one of the producers, Eric LaSalle. Hello,
Yeah.
we love Eric LaSalle.
Oh, okay. Do you know Eric? Yeah, Eric's the man.
I've met him, but I mean, excuse
Yeah.
me, Coming to America is literally my favorite movie.
He's been in everything. Yes,
ever.
It's true.
What is the number one restaurant you've been to in this country? Like one place, like last meal.
Oh my God.
Where would it be?
Oh, you're putting me on. And this is where I would brag because I have a lot of
You can
buddies
say
and
three.
acquaintances that are like chef
They're
friends.
not listening.
So I got it.
They're not listening.
Oh, that's true.
Give us 3 places.
3 places. One would be Oriole in Chicago.
Okay, are you writing this?
Yeah. This is crazy.
He's
and
shaking.
Then,
He's trembling.
and then another would be. I'm actually still hungry. And then another would be GT Prime. That's also in Chicago.
Okay.
And then in New York,
Yeah, hit me.
Blue Ribbon Sushi.
Really?
I used to eat there all the time. I used to eat there like for lunch every day. I'd be working or something. I'd get done and go to Blue Ribbon.
Blue Ribbon is the one on 58th Street?
No, on Spring and Sullivan.
Oh, yeah. There used to be one in like the West Village area.
Yeah.
And I once got literally the worst food poisoning.
Oh my God, no!
I had, but you know what it was?
Blasphemy.
I had fried oysters, which I'm not an oyster person, and I think
Oh, God.
my body was just like, we don't know what these
It's
are.
like, what is this snot bucket?
We
in
don't
my-
like this. Get out of here. And so my body just completely convulsed.
No, I'm sorry.
I looked so fucking hot after. I was literally like so. You also worked with the Olsen twins.
I did, yeah.
Now let's talk about that. Did you ever hook up with an Olsen twin?
No,
I'm hitting you with a tough question.
We were very. They were like 12.
Were they?
Yes. When we
Did
worked
you or
together.
did you not?
I did. Oh my God.
That's creepy. I didn't know that. I just saw on your
No.
wiki page. It was like Olsen's.
No, I
What
think
do
I
they
was
sound
14.
like?
What did
Oh,
they
you were
sound
14?
like? I don't even
Yeah.
remember. This is literally 20 years ago at
I
this
like
point.
that.
Okay, good.
How cool.
It was fun. It was
Wow.
cool. We were on. It was on a TGIF show. It was on. It was called Two of a Kind.
Very famous show.
Yeah, it was.
Never saw an episode, but tell me. No, but that's exciting.
It was fun. It was a really great experience. It was my first sitcom, so like live studio audience,
that's
and
so
like
fun.
yeah, it was a good time.
Did you know when you were working with them that one of them was going to be basically like the sister-in-law to the country of France? Like it's.
I mean,
the
I think
funniest
at that
thing.
point they were already billionaires. At that point, so that it was insane. Until a 14-year-old at the time, you have no concept of how much wealth that actually is, and it's like, yeah, they
don't
were
even still. I'm
they
like,
were in a
what's that?
different universe. I didn't, but they were very sweet.
Were they nice?
Yeah, they were
okay,
very,
that
very
I like to
sweet.
hear. I'm
Yeah.
glad I asked. Actually.
Yeah, we all had a good time. It was a lot
In
of
my
fun.
mind, I was like, I want to ask you. So, if you like dated an Olsen twin, I would pull out a bowl of ramen and like 2 large sticks and just be like, tell me everything. Like, I want to know. Well, Jesse, I have to tell you something. You literally could not be more charming or lovely.
Thank you.
And you're a fabulous guest and a great sport. So, thank you for being on the show. Will he or will he not have a job come December? On NBC. That's a terrible thing to say. I really hope you do. I really hope you do. I actually, like, honestly, now that we're friends, I'll be pissed if they kill you.
Well, we'll see. It could make for good TV. We don't know.
I don't like where this is headed. I don't like the tone you just took, and I don't like anything you're saying to me. I'm going to, by the way, we're going to do some follow-ups on this and make sure that you're breathing come December. But watch him on the fall finale of Chicago PD. It is on this Wednesday at 10 o'clock on NBC. Also, congratulations. What a great show to be a part of. I
Thank
really
you.
mean it.
Thank
It's
you so
just-
much. Yeah.
It's every actor dreams of a part like that. So
Yeah,
it's
it's a
really,
lot of
really
fun.
cool. Jesse Lee Soffer. Follow him also on Twitter and Instagram at Jesse Lee Soffer. And thank you for being so much fun.